In 3, 2, 1, 0, we are live. This is Mark Goldberg with the Mark Goldberg extravaganza featuring none other than. That's your Clyde. Clyde, that was your that was your cue, Clyde. Featuring none other than.
It's my cue to what?
Guys, we're going to start this all over. All right, hold on. Welcome to the Mark Goldberg Begnanza pregame with Clyve, the Watch Wrangler.
Hello, how are you?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for making your cue, your mark this time. I would like to thank all of you for.
You were Mark.
Say it again.
I thought you were Mark.
I am. Thank
you. Meet you.
Thank you for joining me, Clyde. And hey, Bruce Williams in the house. Brucey, I'm gonna send you a link, and we're gonna keep it clean because we can do that. Hold on, Clyve, entertain the people for a second.
Well, actually, I was on the Cardinal chat a little bit, and I posted a link to horn removal videos.
Well, there goes Bruce. You did too. Guys, let me just quick explain for those of you who are watching this posted up, meaning you're not watching it live. What I'd like you to understand is that there's going to be some foolishness, some shenanigans. We will be talking to some of the regular cast of crazy people who are popping into the room as we speak. And then we will be talking about watches, a giant channel announcement. Probably we'll be talking about prices and Rolex. And if you'd like to get to that, just scoot ahead 3, 4, 5 minutes and you'll come to the good part of this video. Clyde, the altar boy, is here.
Pre-game Nanza.
How would they be watching it if they're not alive?
Because it's going to post up later, Clyve, and they'll be alive. It's just that they won't be watching it alive. They'll be watching it, after the fact. Does that make any sense?
Oh, yeah. No.
So, all right. Well, how has your day in lockup been today, Clyde?
Went to the office, did an intake.
Did
you?
A
couple intakes, yeah.
So we had a little bit of crime today. What's the, I know you can't give us specifics, but what's the nature of the offense, roughly?
Felon in possession of a firearm.
That's awesome, Clyde. That's terrific. Congratulations.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. That's a really good one. You get nervous when you meet people like that in the office?
No. I've been on Archie Lake's roof for 3 years now. Do you think I feared death or slumberment?
Yes, that's true. You probably would welcome the sweet release of death.
Hold me now as I wait for death.
So basically,
God take me.
If you were released from the from this mortal coil, it would be all right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to make a surprise announcement. We do have Mackenzie Phillips with us, the altar boy, and I'd like to welcome to the stream the one, the only, Bruce Williams. And Bruce,
hey.
you got to turn down your YouTube because we're back. There we go. Bruce, I know this is your first time on YouTube. This is your first time on YouTube, isn't it, Bruce?
It is.
Mackenzie,
are you back?
Mackenzie, are you backing up? One of you people. Mackenzie.
I'm good.
Clyde.
Not me.
Bruce, we're going to look at you.
Sorry.
Hold on.
What's the problem?
I don't know.
You just got to mute your YouTube.
That's right.
On your browser.
I just like to say, I consider myself.
Let me just see if it's Bruce.
Man
in the world.
The earth.
I've muted Brucey and Bruce. Yeah, it's you, Bruce. So just mute yourself. And I'm gonna let you back in. Okay.
I don't know. Well, if we use the clear established principle of he who smelt it dealt it, be you, Mark.
No, it's not me. I don't even have a browser open. It's Bruce. Every time I mute him, it gets better. Bruce, you know what? If this doesn't work, it's better. Now it's better. What'd you do?
I don't know.
All right. Well, anyway, welcome to the program. Welcome to the show.
Hey, I appreciate it.
What are you wearing today, man? Are you wearing that Hulk?
He's in his honeymoon.
Yes.
I sure am, man. This is an awesome watch.
Now we're also, and Bruce, you and I, we are me and the
Doxa.
kid. We're exactly. We are brethren in Doxa. I noticed that you just got a yellow one.
Yeah, I'm just borrowing that one, but I do love a good cheap Doxa.
I like to call that watch the color dial that you got. I like to call it the urinator.
Doxa.
Hey, look, Mackenzie. Nice. Hey, you guys have the same watch, it looks like.
We do.
You copy me?
Yeah, I did. Well, it's true. I did. Anyway.
What is Clyve wearing today? I'm curious.
Well, we're lucky if he's wearing boxers. Clyve, turn on the camera. Let's take a look at you.
No.
Oh.
Well, maybe just walk us through, Maybe just walk us through what's strapped to the wrist today.
Well, frankly, it's the Apple Watch.
I figured, See, what happens, Bruce, is when Clyve goes to the office and he's going to meet, felons in possession of firearms, he likes to wear a down low watch so that he could just put his hands in his lap, tap the screen 3 times, and have the police dispatched, like right to the office.
I get that.
So are you locked down at home? Most of us, Clyde is going into the office only occasionally. I am seeing clients now and again for a no drop-off dog training extravaganza boot camp. The kid is working from his backyard in Florida on a lake. And what are you doing, Bruce?
I am as well. I've been working from home for about 2 weeks, and it's going to be really hard to go back to the office when things settle down because I really enjoy being here at the house.
Well, and you got kids. You're probably giving the kids, home preschooling and homeschooling, and one of your daughters old enough for school. How are we handling that?
Yeah, my oldest is in 1st grade, and my youngest, she's almost 3, and she'll come and want to hang out. And I've got this cup of pens at my desk, and she likes to lay them out on the table here and pretend it's her computer and work on these pens while I'm doing my stuff. So it's nice to be around the family. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It's just the only thing I don't envy you is having to explain to your older daughter why you're not going to the park like you used to, and that's a toughie.
Yeah, we take some walks, but no playgrounds, nothing like that.
Well, guys, I think we should select a topic for today. We do have a piece or two of viewer mail. Clyde called me today, and Bruce, this is something that we'll be interested in your perspective on. But Clyde and I got to chit-chatting about a Roman Scharf video that you just saw, Clyde. I usually watch Roman, but I didn't get to see this one. Fill us in on what he was talking about, Clyde, and then we'll discuss the general topic, all of us.
Basically, he was just talking about the general state of the watch market. He also had one of the salesmen. Wait, I've got the reverb again.
Well, then it's you. We think it's you.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay. If I mute myself, that's not going to make any. Hey, mute Bruce again. See if that does it.
All right, hold on. I don't know why we got to pick on Bruce. All right, Bruce is muted.
La da 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 da.
Hello. Okay, Bruce, you're the weak link. We don't know why. Maybe Bruce, just close out and come back in.
Okay.
Try that.
All right. Just talking about it's just like he was basically saying right now the watch market is not over. It's just everyone's hitting the pause button. The watch market will be back. They'll be back like it always was. He basically likened it to a market correction on the super hot or super premium models, the ones that were going for stupid, crazy, insane, Jesus fucking Christ, are you goddamn kidding me prices.
Okay, we're going to keep we're not working blue today, Clyde. We're going to work green. So basically what you're talking about is all the stuff that Mackenzie owns.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, nice.
What Archie used to own. Well, no, he's never had any of those pieces.
Welcome back, sir.
Problem fixed?
Yeah, now it's better. By the way, my phone has just hit me with breaking news from the breaking news break, and it says stimulus checks, the federal deposits are expected to start within a few days. So if you're watching this video and we are here on April 9, you may be seeing a stimulus check hitting your direct deposit within the next few days. It will depend upon you having filed taxes in the last 2 years, if I recall correctly, the rules. You just wake up
don't
one day
go rush out and buy a Doxa with it, right?
Well, it's not quite Doxa money. That's the problem. It's more like a double G-Shock money. You know, you need 2 stimulus checks in the family. Like, for example, if you and your wife each get a stimulus check and you can kind of cage hers away, then you definitely can. You can get yourself.
We've got the reverb again.
Well, you could get the sub 200.
That's true. That's only $999. And if you get the anniversary edition, it's $1,000 more, which is crazy. It's the exact same identical watch. So Roman says we're just starting a correction, and I don't think it's so much like what you would call a typical market correction, because a normal market correction is a response to the pricing and availability of a watch that has just bubbled and gotten a little too excitable, a little too high. So think about like what happened to Hublot in the 90s and early 00s, and then it corrected and retrenched back because they just outpaced their own their own growth track. This is different than that, though. This is a worldwide, sudden, global, boy, I don't want to say economic collapse, but global economic pause, where the pause button was just hit on the world economy. And naturally, people are having to bail out of watches because some people are worried about keeping the business going or the health insurance paid. We have got a messy system in this United States of ours regarding health insurance, because if you're self-employed like I am, like this is the last time on earth that I want to quit paying my health insurance, or a lot of people have lost jobs. Unemployment has just skyrocketed. I don't know. I heard a figure of 30%. Could that possibly be right?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think last time I checked, 50% of the population was under stay-at-home order.
I think about 16 million people applied for unemployment.
I mean, that is faster than what happened in 1929, which kicked off the Great Depression with the stock market crash. I think the unemployment, the high, I don't know, Clyde, maybe ask Alexa, but I think that was around 30%. And bam, here we are, just one quick boom, and the world changes. So,
well, how long did it take you to consider filing for unemployment in 1929?
Well, Clyde, as you know, Clyde was Bruce. Bruce, this is your first time on YouTube.
The market is falling.
That was a good one.
This is Bruce's first time on YouTube. So
pretty much.
Listen, thank you for joining us. I know this was terribly impromptu, and you had no time to prepare anything. So thanks for clicking the button there, man. But everybody knows on this channel that Clyde was my high school teacher in 1929. I was merely a freshman, and Clyde was my gym teacher and football coach. Okay, well, guys, Clyde, let's
paraphrase further. He said right now there's going to be a few panic sells. There's going to be some desperation sells. He's basically newer dealers, Johnny come latelys, people that just came in when the market was flash and fat and full are going to be dropping out, and along with all the flippers. He said he's all the people that are just going out and speculating in watches, thinking like they're like super private, super mini dealers, is going to stop.
I do think it'll drive a lot of people who have been sort of like part-time watch dealers. Because when the market is easy, when there's a lot of money, when there's high demand for watches, when there's YouTubers who create interest in watches, and we all obsessively fixate on videos. Gosh, I mean, Bruce, I can't recall right off the top of my head, but I do know. The last watch I bought, simply because you made a video about it, was the Seiko King Turtle. And right? And I bought watches that Random Rob has reviewed. So when times are easy, it brings the watch dealers out of the woodwork. Anyway, Bruce.
I'm sorry. This is my second time on YouTube, I guess.
Are you broadcasting from California?
No.
Utah.
Well, you had a huge earthquake, didn't you?
It was significant, yeah. It scared us pretty good.
When was that, and what time of day was it?
It was about 7 a.m. and I believe it was a 5.9 or 5.7, but we were real close to the epicenter, so it really shook us good.
Yeah, that must have been scary. You got to rush into the kids' rooms, and your computer mount has never been the same.
Yeah, well, I'm using my phone today.
Well,
actually,
Bruce,
what's even worse than having a major earthquake is having one while you're in the middle of shaving with a safety razor.
Yeah, no, that would be. You mean like a straight razor, right, Clyde?
No, a straight razor. No, we're talking like a safety razor. It has the edges on both ends.
Oh, like you're talking 1950, like when you were a younger man,
or when you were in when you were in college.
Exactly. When I was in college, Clyde was actually my football coach. I don't know. A lot of people don't know that. He was nearing retirement at that time, and now there is they named the Heisman Trophy after him. So anyway, Bruce, what do you?
Could I make a comment about the watch market that we were just talking about?
Yeah, please do.
So it seemed like we were really on a steady climb. Like more and more people were getting into the hobby. Brands were coming out with more editions. We're having more selections, a lot more higher price stuff from some of the entry-level brands, mid-level brands. Seiko was going up market. And it seemed like we're really on a swell. And that might be part of the reason why so many people were getting into dealing and flipping. And then when this thing hit like a ton of bricks. Excuse me.
Exactly.
Excuse me.
That was well timed.
Prop this up.
That was perfect. Is that a phone? What are you using? A phone or a computer?
Yeah, it's my Pixel 2. My phone.
I understand. I see. I understand. I wondered how your computer kept flying around like that. Yeah.
So yeah, I think more people were getting into it, and then now some of them are left high and dry with just how the economy and the watch scene is just basically hit the wall, right?
Yeah, I think you make a very good point, and it's something that Clyde and I were discussing before we went live here, and I likened it to the real estate market. When the real estate market is hot, anybody can become an agent and make money at it. And in fact, I saw during certain boom times where people just flooded in, took their licenses and, easily made $80,000, $90,000, $100,000, just super quick and fast money. And then a bear market hits in real estate, it retrenches, and they didn't save their money. They were like the grasshopper, instead of like the ant. They didn't squirrel their money away. They were used to easy money, and then all those people just go away because they can't afford the staying power. They were undercapitalized, and they just didn't have the staying power. So that's what I think is happening right now in watches. And people who are really serious about their business and are fully invested in their business, as presumably Roman Scharf is, they don't like it when these fly by night people come in and kind of get the easy sales. Well, what do you think about Rolex, gentlemen? Is this a time to hold, buy, or sell? And I'm talking about the typically the desirable stuff, the steel sports stuff. What is happening with Rolex steel? Bruce, is it a hold? Is it a buy? Is it a sell for you?
Well, for myself, man, I'm going to hold on. I'm not going to sell any of my pieces. And I don't have that many, but I have a couple desirable ones, some discontinued ones. And I think it would be a mistake to sell in this market because eventually we will get out of this. And it looks like Jean-Claude Beaver made a good point here that, with Rolex's factory closing and at least they're halting the production, they can't ship out the watches that they're ready to ship out. Sorry, I have it.
He just accidentally hung up. That was hysterical. Poor Bruce.
Actually, I think the watch story was completely real the more I think about it.
Clyde, behave. Okay, welcome back. So
yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. So go ahead and tell us which of the Rolexes that you have. We know you have the Hulk. You're wearing it right now.
I have a Hulk, a GMT Master 2 in black,
right.
and
an Air King, right? The Air King, right on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then I would also add to that, if you can get one of the desirable steel sports models at retail price from your authorized dealer, if they're working from home, if you have the money, I think it's a great time to buy.
Do you remember when you could buy them below retail?
Yeah.
Wasn't that long ago? I mean,
like 4 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. The whole reason that I sort of got into Archie Luxury is he was preaching buy used and buy under MSRP, and that's what I started to do, and he was right. But then between that 4 or 5 years ago to now, the tide turned and everything flipped the other direction entirely. So are you on, before we move on to the rancher and ask him the same question, are you on the wait list now for anything? Is there anything that you've asked your dealer to acquire for you in the future?
No, I'm not.
Okay. So you're in a hold. Basically you're in a straight up hold. Okay.
I'm going to hold right now.
I do have a follow-up question for Mark.
Yes.
Okay, Mark, how many times have you been into Archie Luxury?
I've been way into Archie Luxury. I'm very interested in depth in the Archie Luxury, fan base. And by the way, Clyde, I know what you're driving at. You're very naughty. And let me just tell the people, on those occasions when Clyde is irritated with the Minotaur, which is, like often, you talk wildly about boycotting the show. Except for the thing is, both of us know that you're an addict, Clyde. You have an addictive personality, and there is no 12-step program.
What you're saying is, I should go like cold turkey and just quit appearing on the program. Like,
well, you know what? If you do that, that's fine. But and I will support you, but I will not be your sponsor again, because the last time this happened, I was your sponsor, and I talked you off the ledge too many times to remember. So, Clyde, I know we'll be seeing you on the Archie Luxury Show any minute now. As soon as the Pontiff goes live, we'll be there. But Clyve, so buy, sell, hold. What are you doing? My best guess is, if I may, I'm just going to make a quick guess. You're like a vulture. If you find some dead meat on the side of the road, you're definitely swooping in. What do you think?
At this point, I'm holding. Now, further acquisitions are a possibility, but it depends on if the shovel shortage of 2020 continues or not.
What's the shovel shortage? Does that mean that they're not burying people and you can't get to the funeral parlor?
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
So Clyve, you're not on the wait list for any particular model right now?
No, not really. But because right now the models that I was interested in, I was kind of thinking about the Hulk, but they were saying,
who said that?
My AD.
Well, they're not going to give you any. They're not going to get you any steel sports. No steel sports for you, Clydesy?
At this point, no. At this point, I'm just trying to get through the slowdown right now.
Yeah.
At this point, it's back to basics, no discretionary spending.
Yeah, understood. Crime is profitable, but there's not as much crime with everybody locked down at the current moment. Well, Jean-Paul Beaver, I agree with you. I think the slowdown is going to be temporary. This is what I think. It's going to be temporary. Rolex is closed. They are not producing right now. Now, we have inside information that suggests that they had already converted over their production lines to be making the new 2020 stuff. They announced that they are going to cancel 2020 and presumably will announce their new stuff at Basel January 2021. But they're going to be in really short supply soon. So actually, Bruce, you not only got a Hulk right before the factory closed, but your card is dated. You got a Hulk dated when?
St. Patrick's Day, so March 17th of 2020. Incredible.
Yeah. So and whether or not even if they don't discontinue the Hulk, Bruce got a Corona Hulk,
I did. Yeah.
Bruce totally got a coronavirus Hulk. So I think that's going to have some kind of weird collectible status because
actually I just think even a green watch with the sell date of St. Patrick's Day is kind of neat, frankly.
Oh my God. Do you think maybe we can pioneer a name change from Hulk to the Corona sub?
The Bruce.
Is that a bad idea or a good idea?
I'm not in favor of that one.
All right. Okay. Well, then me either then, because I have one as well, and we don't want to.
No, that would be the Smurf.
We don't want to torpedo our own.
Because when you start losing oxygen in your body, you start turning blue. So
yeah, but if you have an iPhone and you type the word virus, it gives you an emoji and it's green. So that's why I thought of it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Clyde, you're in a holding position until crime improves, and therefore the economy. There's
been an outbreak of lawfulness, but I don't expect it to continue.
Let's hope not. I mean, for example, all these people are cooped up at home with their wives. Don't you expect that there's going to be a giant wave of divorces filed as soon as humanly possible?
Well, and in the meanwhile, domestic violence.
This is a beautiful world. It's a beautiful thing, Clyde.
But but at this point, see, it's hard to tell because I don't think we're in the worst of it. I think New York. I think
that's a lot.
New
worse.
York and Washington might be hitting the peak, but pandemics have a natural habit of spreading. So when I think it would start hitting its peak in other parts of the country, if other areas are hit as hard or as New York is, and cases and death and just the shutdown of the economy, I think this is the first ripple or two.
Yeah, I personally have never seen anything like this. Now, I'm old enough to have seen recessions before. Oh my God, Clyde, what are you doing? I'm old enough to have seen recessions before, but I've never seen the spigot just turn off like this rapidly. This is uncanny, and therefore we're in territory which is completely inexplicable, and nobody knows what's going to happen. So if you people are watching this somewhere deep into the future, let us know if we survived, because right now it feels like end days. It feels like a movie. All of us feel like we're trapped in a Stephen King novel turned into a bad movie. In fact, I just saw a statement from Stephen King on Facebook where he apologized that life right now seems like one of his books. It was kind of
Stand.
Kind of funny. Okay, Mackenzie, buy, sell, hold. You were talking to me today about a potential trade. What's your thinking?
Yeah, I agree with Bruce. I'm just going to hold for now. But there definitely are some good deals out there. I've seen Sea Dweller for around 11, seen a Blue Dial Yachtmaster for under 8. So there's some good deals out there.
A 40 millimeter blue Yachtmaster for under 8?
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's really good, because that should be right around 9 to 95 full set.
Right. Yeah, there's a bunch of good stuff on it.
And you're talking about the 11662.
116622. Yes.
Yeah, with the older movement, but nonetheless, I have that watch, and it's a terrific watch. And I was very happy to get it full set at 9,000. And you're telling me now I could have got it for $79.95.
Yeah.
My friend Dennis Van Patten from Hudson Time. One time I said to him, "What will we do if the price collapses? If prices collapse on watches?" And he laughed and he said, "We'll buy more." So it would be perfect. We'll just buy more. So it would be a fine thing if we just were able to buy more. Okay. So, but Mackenzie, you were talking about the potential for a trade. You want to talk about that publicly, or is that verboten?
Yeah. So I'm looking at the AP ceramic diver, 15707. It's just the AP diver in full ceramic. It's the black and orange. Prices go from 24 to 25,000. But somebody offered me basically a straight up trade for my Panda ceramic Daytona.
Was this a dealer or like their personal watch?
It's a private seller. His personal watch on the phone.
Interesting. So you were offered the AP ceramic diver, which commonly trades in the 24 to 25,000 range. Straight up trade for your Daytona Panda.
Yeah. So dealers are offering 16 to 17 for that. So basically, I'll be getting about 22,000 just on a trade-in.
Well, you can't really compare what a dealer would pay you versus the value on a private sale. It's always going to be better on private sale because the dealer got to leave a bunch of room in there to make money. Clyde, are you familiar with that AP? Bruce, are you?
Sorry, I had to take my 2-year-old out.
You're allowed to be a parent, Bruce, at all times. Takes precedence. Yeah. So the kid was offered the AP diver in pure 100% ceramic, straight up trade for his Daytona. The Daytona right now is selling for, I don't know, $20-22. Panda is.
Who was making the trade? Another collector or
another collector?
Okay.
What do you think, Clydesy? That's a tough call, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's personal preference.
Watch Me says, which Daytona does Mackenzie have?
The ceramic Panda, the 116-500.
The good one, the white face.
Purchase that. Mackenzie. So my whole reason of thought is I don't think these super hot steel models are going to keep their premiums after this has cleared up. You know what I mean? Like they might stay at like 17, 18 once this gets over with. But
so you're basically saying right now the Daytona is trading at the same level on the secondary market as the AP, you might hop onto the AP before the Daytona sinks.
Exactly. That's my thought process.
See, what I think is if the Daytona is going to sink, that AP is not going to be behind it. It'll be in front of it. Like you're trying to sell at the peak, but you're trying to jump from one boat to another. And traditionally Rolex, particularly the Daytona, which has held value for something like 20 years, is way stronger than AP as a brand, even though that particular watch is hot and limited.
Right. And there are only 500 made of those.
That's worse yet.
There's about 500 Daytonas on Chrono 24 right now.
Yeah, I get that, but that's better for you because what you have is a mainstream watch that Joe America has heard of, and there's 27 guys in the whole world, and 3 of them are right here, right now, that have heard of that ceramic AP. Bruce, what do you think?
So Mackenzie, if I remember right, your Daytona is your favorite Rolex out of the ones that you own, correct?
Yeah, between that and the Pepsi.
Yeah. And I see your icon is the 15400 in silver.
Yep.
So you're also an AP guy, right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of more on Mark's side here. I don't think that the Panda Daytona, it might come down when things settle a little bit, but it'll never be. I don't ever think it'll be near retail price. So I think that's one to hold on to.
Yeah, it's going right back up. Believe me.
Yeah.
That pup is going right back up.
Yep, it was just a thought to capitalize on the premium and get into a much higher piece.
That's why my advice to you is to stop thinking.
Yeah, no.
and to get in this van.
And not only that, you have to stop thinking, Mackenzie. You're going to be appearing on the Archie Luxury Show any moment now, and just to remind the punchers. And if you're going to appear on the Archie Luxury Show, it will really behoove you if you are not in a thinking mode. Guys, I have a huge channel announcement, and here it is. This is the cover. The cover. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's the cover to my new book. And my old book is behind my shoulder. Let me get it. Here we go. I'm pulling a Bruce. Things are falling. Okay, so there's the old one. Now, I know you guys are sick of seeing this because I've been waving it around now for 2 years on this channel. Here is the new one. It is called The Art of Training Your Dog. And you can buy it on pre-order right now on Amazon.com. So just look for this. It's a pre-order. It won't be actually shipped to you until October. I don't know why they put it on so early, but you're getting a pre-order special price. $27.
Also, Mark has hidden a couple of references to Archie.
That's another good point, Clyde. It's true. I have.
So actually, the first person to buy the book and to send Mark an email about the references will get a shout out on Mark's channel.
That's a good point. Thank you, Clyde. There is an Easter egg buried in the new book, The Art of Training Your Dog, available for pre-order on Amazon.com right now by myself and the monks of a new skeet. So if you just look it up, you will find it, and it will not be shipped to you until October. On the one hand, on the other hand, you're getting a special price, and you'll be the first kid on your block. And Clyde's right. There is a there is an Easter egg buried right in there.
I got to tell you, Mark, from someone with a design background, that cover looks really good. I think it looks better than your last book aesthetically.
Yeah. They put so much more. I feel like they put a whole lot more effort into the design of that book. Clyde, can I share over Amazon? Do you know how to share on StreamYard?
No, I do not.
Let me try. There's a share button. I click it.
The closest thing to a teenager.
Come sit on my lap.
Is it on Amazon already? I'll put the link in the chat.
It's on Amazon already.
What is?
What's the book name?
Just type
The
in
Art of Training Dogs.
Yeah,
but how are you going to share it how are you going to show it to the punters?
Because I have YouTube up on my phone.
I don't know what he's talking about, Clyde. I don't understand. But anyway, if you're looking for my book, just go on Amazon.com, type in my name, and then you'll see a few things to choose from, and one of them is The Art of Training Your Dog. But how are you going to show the punters?
One sec.
Okay. I think all he's going to do is hold his phone up like what I was doing, but that's not good. I wanted to share the screen over.
All right, now highlight my comment if you can.
Where is your comment? I didn't even see your comment. Hold on. Oh, you're putting the link up. I got you. Well, that's an idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, good point.
Maybe it won't let me put links, but
why wouldn't it? I don't know. It's not. I don't see any. I see no comment by you, sir. All right, hold on.
Mark, did you pull an Archie and pinch his link?
There is a share screen button. I'm pushing it. Hold on. I'm sharing my screen now. I don't know if you can see anything.
Yes, we can see you.
All right, now it says my entire screen.
And we still see you.
Hold on, Chrome tab. I want a Chrome tab. Where do I type in what I want? Share. Choose what you. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to find it. Something's happening. This is really exciting.
Fisting into the future.
I don't know how it works. All right, hold on. I don't know what you're going to see. What are you seeing right now?
The StreamYard, the YouTube page, the StreamYard page, actually.
Mm.
Yes. Also, I hear myself reverberating in the background.
Mm. Okay, so you're not seeing. All right, hold on. It says sharing StreamYard to StreamYard. What does that mean? Why is it sharing StreamYard to StreamYard? That's so stupid. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm gonna actually have to ask Paul Pluta how to do it. That's embarrassing. All right, hold on. What's that?
Try opening YouTube on a different browser. And then
no, that's not how it works. Everything is done. Everything is done through StreamYard.
Try opening the book link in a different browser.
All right, hold on. Let's try this again. Share screen. Okay, I'm hitting the share screen. Application window. Bruce, would you do me a favor and just like juggle your phone, flip it up through the air while this is happening? Oh, here we go. I think I've got it now. What are you seeing now?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So, okay, there we go. Woo! Figured it out. I'll never be able to make this happen again. And I don't know how to get back to you guys either. But anyway, yeah, so what'd you say, Clyde?
Yeah, no big loss.
Anyway, so that's what you'll see when you go to, when you go to order the book. Okay, what's he trying to do? Rich buddy, I was trying to do this. I don't know how I did it. And now the other thing is I don't know how to stop doing it. Let me, how do I stop? Oh, there's a stop. Okay, there we go. I figured it out.
Yay.
Yes, that was awesome. Okay, thank you for bearing with me. There's 123 people right now in the room going, WTF is this, WTPH is this guy trying to do? And, I accomplished it. So I just wanted to show you the new book. And thanks for noticing the cover.
And also, Mark would like to emphasize, please do not super chat because that will make Archie very, very angry and upset.
Clyde, stop trying to shake the people down. That's my job on the Archie stream. I don't mind about the money right now. In fact, guys, we have been online for 39 minutes, and I feel like it might be time to, call it a day.
No, he has no announcement on his channel yet. We're good.
No, I know, but I feel like we could just kind of like gather our breath, gather our forces, to just kind of.
Well, first you need to gather some super chats, Mother.
And I don't. And also, too, I don't like Bruce. I know you're not much of a okay. Bruce and Clyde, neither of you drink, but Mackenzie and I need time to prepare a quick quarantini before entering into the broadcast of the Minotaur into the Lion's Den. Bruce, I want to thank you for joining us. This was a special treat to have you here. I'm sorry that we were disorganized, but we appreciate your showing up and shooting the Shinola with us.
In the bowl.
Shoot some Shinolas.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah, it was
no.
really nice to be on with you guys, and thanks for having me.
You
It's
bet.
awesome.
James is asking if that was my dog. That was not my dog. We shot that at the Newskeet. That was Brother Christopher's dog, my co-author. My dog is lazy. Come here. Wake up. Come here.
That is not my dog.
I'm going to show you my dog. This one's mine. This one's my girl. There's my dog right there. This is such a good girl. This one is Friday. Her name is Friday, and her owner, I trained her for her owner, and then they just couldn't keep her. They just had, that's my other dog back there. They just had too many problems with her. So I took her and I made a man out of her. So this is like a little bit like Mark's home for wayward dogs, and it all worked out. So I have not bought a dog in many, many years. I'm not against it, but all the ones that I have are rescues in one way or another. And I'm just lucky enough to occasionally get to rescue a purebred dog, but
well, yeah, actually it's really great at the German Shepherd. Because that way you can just go back and forth across your fence line, patrolling, in case you need the boys to get out of the cages.
Well, guys, thank you so much for having joined me. I appreciate you, Clyde, as always. Clyde, you do have a certain form of Tourette's. It's not his fault. It is a disability. It's and actually Mackenzie has horological Tourette's. Mackenzie through the day will just sort of like text me something like Doxa. Big Nanza.
He's got a low grade case of Hondanes.
None of us are very well, but I am so glad that we get to do this together. Guys, I think it's very important that we make content for you right now because it connects us all together. This community of people who are on your panel and the 120 of you who are in the room right now, we are going through uncertain times, but somehow it feels better to me. I don't know about you guys, but it feels better to me that we do it together and that we remain connected to our regular routine. These are not normal or regular times, but it gives me great strength and courage and fortitude to know that we are doing this still as an organized community. That just feels right to me. So, and
that's why it's so absolutely vital. We should keep this live stream going for another hour.
No, that's why we need to get off and recover our strength so that we can survive an hour of begging and whining on the Archie stream. Clyde, have you got any parting words to the people? Let's go around the panel. Parting words, Clyde.
Okay. To the young men in kennel number 3, help is on the way.
Okay. So any parting words there, Bruce?
I think it's great to do content like this, regular content that's a break from the current news cycle and things that are going on. I really enjoy watching you. I enjoy getting to know Clyve, his sense of humor, and Mackenzie. I'm tuning in next time you do this.
You're one of my favorite people, Bruce, and a lot of people don't know it, but we've broken bread together at your home, and I just think you're one of the most real people on YouTube. I really enjoyed having you here today, too.
Appreciate it.
Mackenzie, any parting words of wisdom from the altar boy to the Cardinals as we close out?
Bruce, it was awesome having you today. I love your videos. And
thanks, man.
To the Hulk review. So.
Brucey's the kid is fangirling on you, as are we all. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, thank you all so much for being with us. Clyde, you know I love you, right?
Well, I noticed you're going to end the live stream now since Matt Mackenzie is kind of glomming on to Bruce. And I think you're
I love you, Clyde. Bye, Clyde. I love you so much.